Hello everybody, Megazard X here, back at it again to give y'all another video. And yes, I know it's been weeks upon weeks upon weeks, but I'm finally back and able to do my episode 3 of my podcast series. And oh gosh, okay, there might be a little bit of hot takes with our activity once we get to, towards the very end when we do our little activity session or whatnot though. So man, you got a lot to look forward to, but I have several news topics to go over and talk about. I got 2 of my buddies over here on the Discord call, so we're gonna go ahead and hop on over and see what they're up to.
Yeah, and I found some really cool artwork.
Ooh. Can you share me some of that?
I mean, you can just go on my Twitter.
Bruh.
Okay.
Bro, we don't talk about Sonic's Twitter up on this thing, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, we're starting? Oh, fuck.
Oh shoot. Alrighty, y'all. Alright, so with me today, along with me and myself and I got my boy Sanikyu over here. Go ahead and say hey.
Hello.
And then I got my boy Sonic over here. Go ahead and say hello.
Hi, I guess I'm here.
You guess you're here. Bruh, you are here. There ain't no ifs and no buts about it. I already got you signed up, man. I better get all my money out of you, man.
Sir? What am I gonna say? I can't really say much.
Oh, you're gonna find stuff to say. All right, so just quickly going through some of these news topics. I know, gosh darn, I know it's really unfortunate though, but hey, you know what? When studies and stuff happen, goodness, I wasn't able to do any of my gamers briefs. I know Sonic over here was really looking forward to them, and gosh darn, I hate when finals week come around though. But there were some things I wanted to quickly run through. It shouldn't take that long though. But we're supposed to have a rerun Splatfest, a Ketchup and Mayo on like May the 22nd through the 24th. Which honestly, I'm kind of shocked. The matter of fact that they're actually doing a rerun of everything. Honestly, it must be this coronavirus or something like that. The matter of fact, they're digging out and trying to bring a little bit more attention back to Splatoon 2, because I thought those Splatfests were dead or whatever. No, but you can look forward to that. Wait,
oh my God, these monkeys got married.
What monkeys?
The monkeys in Earthbound. I mean, Mother 2. Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Oh,
they got married.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, I should have mentioned that, though, too. But, yeah, this is Sunday on Mother's Day, so I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are out there, though. Oh, goodness. Thanks for reminding me about that, Sanikyu.
Mother 2, go play it.
Yes.
Especially Mother 3.
Yes.
Hey, man, they should, but honestly, I don't talk about that, man. Oh, man. Don't give me hope, man. Don't give me hope, man. Don't give me hope. It's been a long 84 years and we still ain't got it.
It's the 25th anniversary. Either they're gonna do it or 5 more years later. Oh my God!
We're gonna have to wait to the 50th. We're gonna have to wait to the 50th anniversary, bro. It's oh goodness. Ugh.
We'll all be dead when they release Mother 3 in the US.
Watch it. Somebody here is gonna die, and when they die, then it's gonna be like, hey, guess what? Mother 3 is out. We can be like, gosh, freaking darn it, this man didn't even get to play, and we're gonna have to crack one open for the boy, whoever.
I'm happy for these monkeys. They're newlyweds. They're going on their honeymoon. Bye bye, monkey. What were you talking about? Splatfest?
Yeah, so I just finished up the Splatfest one. So then next was the Mario Maker 2. Oh, not 2. Yeah, the Mario Maker 2 3.0 update, which finally actually allowed you to actually do worlds. Like, create a whole entire world and then simulate and put, like, streamline, several different levels within worlds. So you can have up to, like, 40 different courses over the span of, like, 8 worlds, though. Honestly, I've been dabbling with that here and there, though. But honestly, that made the game feel a little bit more complete. I kind of been wanting that since the first one. Don't know why it took this long to get it. And unfortunately, this is the last major update. And it still shocks me, as a matter of fact, that Mario Maker 2 sold less than Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I just have to let that one sink in. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah? I got something better.
What?
I'm surprised Pokemon Sword and Shield sold about as much as Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. in what, like 3 months?
Yeah. You know what? I might
Nice.
mention that a little bit later though, because he had those financial briefings did come out, and yeah, we did get a little bit of we got an idea of how well stuff sold up until March of this year right now though. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, and then we had the Animal Crossing update, which honestly I played a week of Animal Crossing. I thought it was cool, but then I said, you know what, enough's enough. But for those that really wanted it, I think y'all got like some kind of special villager that showed up at the island. Somebody that's like an old character that y'all
Rover.
really like. Rover, his name.
I mean, he's kind of meh. He's kind of meh to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people like him though, since
which I understand. Yeah,
old Animal Crossing guy.
And that whole update, the only thing I really care about was the bushes.
Yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, you only have
that
flowers.
changed a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was the bushes, and then you had the art gallery with the museum, though. How the heck are you even able to tell apart, like, the counterfeit stuff from, like, the real stuff?
You look it up.
Yeah,
you just look up the name of it on Google, and you should just compare the two, whether or not they're the same.
And some paintings actually do, like, move their eyes as well. And that's why you can quickly tell that it's the fake one.
So if it moves its eyes, or if it's not named
properly.
some
of them.
Or some of them.
If it's not, like, perfectly identical, then yeah, they're fake.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, because I know there's some people that have been in the community a lot longer, and some people still have trouble kind of telling them apart.
Oh, I should make a Scooby-Doo haunted mansion house.
Oh. If you do, let me know. Let me know. I'll stop by. I'll stop by just to see that if it's legit.
Apparently, I have a special visitor at my campsite. This Animal Crossing segment just made me open up the game.
So that's pretty much it for the Animal Crossing thing, unless y'all had something else to add to it, though. But the next thing was the Nintendo accounts getting hacked. Oh, wait, or Diggy had something to say.
I just want to say how dumb people are about Raymond.
No.
Now, we have to bring it up at least. It's so awful.
Whoa. Okay.
Let's not talk about that. You're gonna make people mad. You're gonna make the Animal Crossing fans mad.
Man, what Animal Crossing fans? Go ahead, Sonic. Go ahead and do your hot takes. Go ahead and do your hot takes, man. Go ahead.
Is it really a hot take though?
No, he's honestly overrated.
Like, I guess some people like him,
but I'm a cat with 2 different eye colors.
I don't know. It's dumb, and you see like the screenshots of people like saying, "Oh, you'll deserve Raymond," and all this other shit. Oh yeah, and also like kind of basically scamming people, being like,
yeah. So there's this one picture I saw, or like you had to give him 500 like tickets to like view Raymond, not take him with you.
Bruh, that's messed up.
Oh my god, I have Kit Kat.
That's messed up. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that shit was awful when I first saw that. Ooh. Like, really? People are doing this just for Raymond, and now people are like, well, before, I mean, people are like, wanting for like $1,000.
$1,000? What the heck?
For just Raymond?
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Anything else you gotta say?
I'm so mad. My village, my island is all full, and I got Kit Kat in here.
Ugh.
I mean, if you can't say you can still make someone move out.
How?
You talk to them, and then they say they want to play a card game, and then if you get correct, they'll be like, "Hey, I want to move in, and I'm gonna tell someone to move out."
All right.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So that's pretty much it for the Animal Crossing thing, and then I guess the last little minor thing I had to add was apparently a whole bunch of Nintendo accounts got hacked, like about 160,000 of them, which is honestly kind of crazy. And I'm like, well, dang. I was like, I don't know what happened with Nintendo though, but I did manage to find somebody on Twitter because I was really interested, like, you know, like out of all the hack people, because you know, like 160,000 out of there's about like 55 million Switches out there. It ain't really a lot, so I had to do a little digging. But I found somebody that actually was in that 160,000, and they said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this person basically took my card information. They didn't actually have had the information, but it was still sort of kind of in the system. They took their card stuff and was able to use their card on their, Switch account or whatever though, and they bought like $1,000 worth of V-Bucks for Fortnite, and I was like,
yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, what the heck? $1,000 worth of V-Bucks. Thankfully, Nintendo was really nice, and they actually refunded them all of that money though. But gosh darn, I'm like, bruh.
That's actually pretty good of Nintendo to actually do that.
Yeah.
I don't really see that often.
Yeah, so it ain't that often though, but at least whenever I see, stuff like that, I'm like, hey, that's nice though. But hey, if y'all hadn't done it already, make sure you had that 2-step verification turned up on there. You don't want to, like $1,000 just gone, and man, I have a heart attack if I saw that. But that's pretty much it in terms of the minor stuff though. But then you kind of get into some of the major stuff that happened over the past few weeks. And one of the first things is apparently The Last of Us 2 leaked. And we got a little bit more information based upon this though, because originally people thought that a Naughty Dog member, somebody that was on the development team, actually leaked it out though. But apparently Sony came out and said we caught the leaker, and it wasn't anybody associated with Sony or Naughty Dog. So I'll let these two say what they want to say about this thing.
I don't believe them for a second that it wasn't a Naughty Dog employee, because
I do think it was a Naughty Dog employee. I do think it was.
They got like a developer build version of the game. Like, how do you have to be pretty incompetent of a company to like not have security on your own like servers or whatnot? Because how can someone get a dev kit version of the game like easily like that? You'd have to work there now.
Yeah, I think you would have to. Apparently, from what I'm heard, or from what I've been hearing or whatever though, that something about like The Last of Us 2, we knew it was kind of getting close to being finished, and I heard from some people that there was a possibility that it was probably already up on the PlayStation, network store or whatever though, and I'm like, wait, what the heck? Like, you put this thing indefinitely on hold because of the whole pandemic thing, yet you still put part of it on the PlayStation thing? Did they not learn from like the Final Fantasy VII stuff? Like, that stuff got out early because of that thing too. I'm like, bruh. That was just a demo though. It wasn't like the whole game, but still. And then Sonic, you don't believe it at all, pretty much for the whole thing.
Yeah, I do think it was an employee and stuff.
That always makes me think, like, the matter of fact that they say these like public, I guess these like press releases or whatever though, they say they know who it is. It might have been nobody associated. For all we know, it could have not been, but at the same time, they could be kicking some stuff under the rug or whatever.
Guys, which one? The Heart, Diamond, Spade, or Club?
Oh my god.
Bruh.
If I get it wrong, I'm gonna blame both of you.
I'm gonna say Heart. I was about to say Heart before you said it.
Also, Haxx is here.
I blame both of you. I did not get the village. I hate both of you.
Bruh. That's on you, man. That's on you.
I should not have listened to you. Oh. Yeah, that's The Last of Us. This is truly The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
More like The Last of You, but alright. Oh, and then the next big thing after that Last of Us 2 leak was the fact of the matter that Evo, because of the fact of the matter that they had to, push back, not even push back, they basically had to cancel out Evo as a whole. Now they're hosting an online tournament for it, which, oh, good grief.
That's going to be a disaster with Smash.
They're going to put Smash Bros. On blast. Can you imagine grand finals? You're in the arena viewing the, grand finals, right? You get kicked out. You can't even watch it.
That'll be rough.
That's what's gonna happen.
Because you know what? Because I think there was one time when Nintendo was doing like their online U.S. or North America, their online North America Open. So like you compete in Wi-Fi matches, but if you got good enough and got close to the end, then you actually got to do like what they took them like the PAX East, or it was like one turn with the Nintendo World Championships or something like that for like Splatoon 2 as well, but also with Smash though. And there was one moment where they had to cut out because it was buffering and say, hey, you know what? They're not actually seeing this right now. Like, the connection's kind of really fluid or whatever though. But honestly, that reminded me when we be playing Smash with each other and we have a couple people standing in line getting in because the lobby, or not the lobby, because the fighting area is full with the 4 players or whatever, though, it will kick a couple of us out if the connection starts to drop, which that was honestly somebody that was spectating just to kind of get the feed from Nintendo or whatever, though. But I'm pretty sure it probably lagged on their side too, even within the game as well. And I bet they had to save the video and then upload that real fast or whatever, though. But that's going to be a nightmare, though. But what all games that we had confirmed? Was it Smash? Oh, we were supposed to have Marvel vs. Capcom too, weren't we?
I hear that one has good netcode though.
We had that.
But yeah, Shark Shot like this year was gonna be like the spotlight for like a retro old like arcade game, but nah. Corona had to be a thing. It sucks, honestly.
But yeah, we had that, and I'm trying to figure out what we had. That we had. I think we had Fighter Z. We had. Goodness, I'm trying to remember some of the other ones.
I think Soul Calibur was on there.
Soul Calibur. Was a Mortal Kombat game on there or no?
No.
No Mortal Kombat. Tekken. I think Tekken was on there. I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head, though. But we'll see. I'm really curious now to watch and see how this stuff online kind of goes. But honestly, I want to see that Marvel vs. Capcom. I think that's the thing I'm kind of most excited about. If Smash plays like Smash, oh no. So that's pretty much it in terms of the Evo stuff. Then there's like a few more other things we got on this list. Geoff Keighly hosting this summer gaming thing. So, with the matter of fact that, hey, we ain't having E3 this year or whatever, though. So Geoff Keighly, the dude that runs the whole entire the Game Awards thing down in December, he's basically running this campaign where it says, from May, June, July, and I believe August, like, a 4-month window. Basically, they have a whole bunch of partners, and they had everybody from like Ubisoft, Microsoft, Sony, Bandai Namco, and a lot of other different ones. Pretty much everybody except for Ubisoft and Nintendo, oddly. But yeah, they're pretty much, gonna be able to drop information out. So it kind of makes me think, instead of Evo during that week of whenever they just had that one dedicated week where everybody kind of drops their stuff out, hey, instead they're basically gonna say, hey, you know what? We're gonna give everybody a large window frame because with the coronavirus and whatnot, because I think even right now Japan is kind of down in lockdown to like the end of May. So honestly, yeah, it's just kind of crazy with all this stuff going on, though. But do y'all have anything to say on that topic, though?
No.
Bruh, the matter,
Not really.
Bruh, I'm still cracking myself up the way how you said no. I don't even know how you're able to do that, though. So that's pretty much it for that one, though. And then, okay, I kind of want to hear what y'all got to say about this one, though. But this week we did get the Xbox Series X first sort of kind of reveal of games. They say quote unquote gameplay, but let's be honest, that was more like a movie or whatever, though. I mean, it was just more sort of kind of like stuff with, just them being able to showcase off what was supposed to be game-like footage, but if you read the fine prints down there, it said what it should look like, meaning that they basically were running this stuff on PC hardware or whatnot, though. So it wasn't actually off the Xbox Series X, though. And honestly, there was only one game that really kind of caught my attention, so to say, and it was, goodness, I think it was like the very first one they showed. It was an indie game that was made by one person. But that's pretty much it. That and maybe the Bandai game might have caught my attention a little bit, though. But outside of that, honestly, it wasn't too much. I wasn't expecting too much, though, but I don't know. I just kind of felt pretty neutral on the whole thing. What do y'all feel about the whole thing?
I honestly didn't care for like one thing, and it was that one like at the bottom left corner, like, on some games they showcased. I think it was mostly their first party games or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It showed that like this game is played on the Xbox One, but if you get the Xbox Series X, you can get the same game for free on the new console.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's honestly like very consumer friendly right there.
It really is, because I wonder if PlayStation's gonna wind up doing the same thing. It'll be nice, but I'm not 100% sure, because shoot, Sony's really dropping the ball. Like where the heck is this PS5 stuff? People been saying it might happen in the month of May, but if it doesn't,
They're gonna make you pay a subscription to stream the game. That's what everybody wants.
Pay a subscription to stream the game. And I know Microsoft is working on that xCloud stuff, so I don't know. They might be able to pull that. They have to honestly pull that better off than what Steam is. Which honestly reminds me, I do have a Steam account based upon that free 2-month thing they did. I'm like, bruh, I released a video on this. It got like over like 200 something views, so it did well. And I was like, bruh, how are all these people out there having these 50 megabits per second connections? I'm like, bruh, I'm barely over here with like 15 and can't barely run this thing worth crap. I'm like, I don't know where these people living at though, but oof. But that's pretty much it on the Xbox Series X stuff, unless Sonic has something to say though. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next
watch
thing.
it, so.
Not Sonic, but I'm gonna randomly pop in real quick.
Oh, okay. Haxx. All right, what you got to say?
It's
man?
a wild Haxx.
Yeah, wild Haxx appeared. Whatever. Anyways, apparently somebody caught that there was small print saying representative of Series X gameplay, meaning that it wasn't even on the Series X when it was shown.
Yeah, I did mention that a little bit
mainly-
earlier, but yeah.
Like it was like PC footage or something that they were showing the whole time.
Which that honestly goes to say something. The matter of fact that, hey, you know what? Hey, we think it should look like this, but the matter of fact they didn't actually show it. I don't know, it's a little concerning though, but I feel like for the most part that often happens probably with a lot of different stuff with new generations, because they might have grand ambitions on something, but then they always have to say, you know what, this PC stuff was running a little bit stronger than what we thought, so now we're going to scale this thing down a little bit though. But I feel like that kind of happens fairly often though. But gosh darn, the matter of fact that they just kind of show that out for everybody to see though, I'm like, oof. But anything else, Haxx, or was that your main thing?
Let's see what else. I don't know. Apparently, from what I'm seeing, they use like shitty webcams and whatnot because the quality from the guys talking wasn't that good.
Bruh,
That's it.
bruh. Okay, mostly it's all about the games for the most part though. But the matter of fact that they started off the thing and showed that dude with a crappy old camera. I was like, bruh, that didn't barely even look 720p. I mean, that thing looked like a 480 to me, and I'm like, bruh, Microsoft, you got all this money though, and you telling me you couldn't ship out a good quality microphone to your boy that's trying to show off all of these games? I'm like, come on, Microsoft, come on. But I don't know. That's
from what I'm seeing here is apparently one of the first people actually had an old Xbox Live camera.
What the? No. That can't be right. That can't be right.
I don't know.
Kid Cat wants to trade with Ketchup Sonic. No.
Oh boy.
I like ketchup. Ketchup or mustard.
I like how you keep saying ketchup, and I'm like, bro, that was the first thing we mentioned. Ketchup at the very beginning of this thing. You still on that ketchup, man?
Goodbye, ketchup. I'll miss you.
You do know you can choose someone else, right?
And oops.
You idiot! You fucking idiot!
Oh man.
There she goes.
You fucking idiot!
Yeah.
Bye bye, ketchup.
So that's
You
pretty
do
much
know
it.
I can get her, and then you can get her back.
Okay. Wait, when does she leave? She leaves tomorrow, right? Or like she leaves tonight?
She's got to pack up tomorrow, then leave the next day.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help.
Why did you do that? You could have just.
Bruh. Wait, is this an Animal Crossing villager that y'all were trying to transfer over or something?
Yeah, no, I messed up.
He's supposed to give me lolly, but instead he gives me ketchup.
I gave you ketchup. What would it be, lolly or ketchup?
Ooh.
I wanted the lolly, but I guess I'll get ketchup just to give it back to you.
Oh wait, she's already packing up.
Oh well, shit. Then tomorrow,
Well, she leaves tomorrow, right?
probably. Who knows?
Oh, I'm gonna come and need you to come to my island.
So that pretty much does it in terms of the Xbox Series X stuff, though. But the next thing was the Nintendo June Direct was probably most likely canceled, which honestly, I'm not too kind of shocked about this though. It's sort of kind of in the rumorville, but I would not be shocked if this thing got canceled out because apparently, I guess Nintendo themselves ain't ready for them to kind of showcase out what's supposed to be on their slate of games. But they're probably, I think I've been hearing rumors and stuff about saying, you know what, to the third party people that would have had their stuff shown, hey, if you want to show it, you know what, hey, be our guest, go ahead and show it though, but you don't have to necessarily wait on us.
I mean, if it isn't Mother 3, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, and Shin Megami Tensei 5,
in the Legend
then
of
that
Zelda Breath of
direct
the
would have
Wild
been.
2.
And that direct would have been.
I honestly felt like they might have showed a little bit of Breath of the Wild 2. Even if it's not too much gameplay, they could have shown a snippet of it. But I felt like it was going to be shown.
I mean, it's still too early, but
that's what I'm just saying. Based upon it, they had the same engine or whatever. Though they probably showed like a little tease. Like they showed Metroid Prime 4 without showing much of anything up on it. I'm like, I felt
they
like
didn't even show Metroid Prime 4. They just showed like
I know
a little like JPEG of it,
like the special effect thing or whatever though. And I don't know. I felt like if they were able to show that with Metroid Prime 4, I'm like they could do the same thing with Breath of the Wild. People
it's
would
called
eat
the
that
logo.
stuff up. Sanikyu, you calling that thing a JPEG and you know clear good and well that it's a logo.
Do I know what a JPEG is?
Apparently, yes. I think
they do use jetpacks in Final Smash.
Mm.
I don't know what kind of gobbledygook y'all are speaking, but let's segue into the next thing.
All right, so moving on to the next thing. That's pretty much it in terms of all the news topics, though. So yeah, I mean, I felt bad for not being able to cover most of that stuff within my gamers briefs, though. But hey, at least I got all my 2 cents out there, though. Now we got the major activity for tonight, and oh boy, y'all better get your chairs, you better get your popcorn, and you better get your drink. And I ain't talking about like them little small little drinks. I'm talking about them big old ones you used to get at the movie theaters, which you can't go to the movie. Well, I guess they're about to open the movie theaters back up now. But I'm talking about them big old jumbo popcorns and them big old jumbo drinks because we about to sit down and rank all of these Pokemon generation games. Now, I know there might be some hot takes and stuff. There's going to be some things we're going to agree on. There's going to be some things that we don't agree on. But hopefully, we're going to have the definitive list of all of these generations by the time that we get this whole entire thing up. So let me go ahead and get this stuff set up for y'all real quick so y'all should be able to see it.
Can I just say one thing?
What is the one thing?
Gen 5 and Gen 4 deserve to be in like triple S tier.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then you're gonna put a space in between at triple S and regular S.
And then the cool S.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all got it right up in front of y'all. Are y'all able to see it through the Discord side of things?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So apparently I've been thinking back and forth between this. I honestly kind of want to do the individual games, but Sanikyu, you're leaning more so on saying you want to do whole entire generations. So I'm like,
great. Discord's being can't see. Oh, I'll just visualize it.
okay.
Yeah.
So you really want to do generations, or you want to do games, or do generations and quickly right after? It probably won't take long to do the games based upon the generations.
We can do generations and games.
Okay.
It really shouldn't take long.
All right, so generations. All right, so I got red here. I'm gonna reshuffle some of this stuff. Well, no, it's in order. I ain't gonna mess with it.
Yeah, it's all in order.
I'm gonna take the first one from each generation game, and I'll count that as it. And I'll slide some other ones around if we need to talk about different other games to justify stuff. All right, so the first one right off the bat, I think is gonna be real quick and easy. Gen 1, D.
D.
Because
wait, is that like bottom?
Yeah, this is the very bottom. In order to fit everything up in here, very bottom.
Yeah, D.
But yellow version is better.
Yellow version,
like,
was a whole lot better.
You only play it for like the glitches.
Pretty much. Wait, because in that game you could get Mew through a glitch. What wasn't that right?
Yeah, you can get Mew through a glitch.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. So that's pretty easy or whatever though. Then you have Gen 2. So I'm gonna use this gold to represent it. where we stick that one at? B, A? I know some people really like it because there's 16 gems or whatnot, though, but I don't usually stick it up as high as S. B or A?
I mean, if we're talking about the remake, then like
The remake
S or A.
I know the remake is top tier though, but we're just talking about
But
the
with
original.
the original, I'll give it D.
You saying D?
No.
I don't think I don't even think it should be even on the same line as Gen 1.
Gen 2 was the one where we got the moving sprites.
Oof.
Honestly,
Wait. Was that
like
only
it made vastly huge improvements based on Gen 1. And then, of course, it brought back Gen 1 in a single, like, Game Boy cartridge.
Oh, yeah, and we got to thank, Mr. Iwata on that one, though, because, without him, I don't think that was even going to be possible, though. So another tribute to my man right
without
there.
him, it wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah. So I'm saying...
He's like, no, either you don't release Gen 2 worldwide, or we release it worldwide with Kanto in it.
I'm leaning more so B. Where are you leaning, Sanikyu?
C.
Dang.
No, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. But
okay, so since we split it, so I said B, Sonic said D, you said C. That averages out to a C.
So C.
No. Okay. I think that's good. All right, so we got Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 represented with Ruby. Where we see? Okay, this one I like this gen. I like this gen. It's either A or S.
A.
A or S.
That's an A.
A.
For me.
Okay. What do you think, Sonic? I just was curious about your vote.
I thought it was kind of just meh. So for me, I'm just like, good.
Bruh, have you
really have an opinion on it.
Have you played Emerald, sir?
Yeah, but I just didn't think it was that special.
Bruh.
Okay, you say that, but Battle Frontier.
Battle Frontier and Emerald.
Shit. Fire Red were like the best versions of Gen 1
by far. And then the matter of fact that you had that sick music in Gen 3, which honestly, in terms of overall generations, Gen 3 especially within Emerald, but I guess you can also say Ruby and Sapphire though. That elite, that champion theme though. Gosh, I can still bop to that mess to this day. I'm like, So yeah, solid A. I think we good so far. It's easy with these picks so far. What we got next? Next is Gen 4. Oh boy.
Wait, shouldn't we put the remake of Gen 1 there? Because we're doing remakes as well with gold.
Oh, the associate with the same.
I mean, we're only doing by gens. We're not doing by games.
Oh.
Yeah, the first one is Gen.
We can go more into that.
We'll go more in depth
when we talk about the games themselves.
So, not Diamond. Gen 4. Yeah, you have Heart Gold, Soul Silver up in this thing. Yeah. Platinum, so good.
Platinum,
Diamond and Pearl. The only thing that would have dragged it down a little bit would have been the slowness in Diamond and Pearl, but they made that back up in Platinum. So, yeah, overall, some really good games. What we got next? Gen 5. So I'm gonna represent that black. That's S, and it goes.
That's
way up
no brainer.
That's no brainer. That's some of the best storytelling you're ever gonna get out of these Pokemon games, and it really had the just deserved title of having a sequel game. Like, it really felt a sequel because honestly, what is it? Black and White. You started on the right side of the Unova map and you work your way up, and then literally
it was the left side.
It was the left side, the bottom left corner. Something you didn't even think existed, and the first two gyms were completely new. Like that was their slogan with that. I remember those commercials. It said two. They rhyme with two and new or something like that though. But it said it's all new or whatever though. So that's one thing I really liked about that though. And honestly, if you play Black 2, White 2 before playing Black and White, you're doing yourself a disservice because a lot of stuff kind of carried over. Let's see here. Then next, oh shoot. Okay, now we're on the decline. Here we go. We got Gen 6. I'll put my hot take.
B.
There we go.
I'll say B as well.
B.
It's not bad, but it could have been extremely better.
I felt like this could have been honestly like the Diamond Pearl. It could have been like the Diamond Pearl and Platinum thing. If they would have gave its Pokemon Z thing, I'm like, bruh, it could have been a whole lot better.
I think that was originally planned, but then they scrapped it in favor of the, Gen 3 remake.
Yeah, they started messing with that. Because I'm trying to remember, that came out in 2013, if I'm correct. 2013,
Yeah,
1997.
I think. Yeah, XY came out in 2011, and I think it was Omega Ruby in 2013.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like right in the middle. Yeah, it's definitely above Gen 1, Gen 2. But yeah, I agree with that. B, that's pretty solid. So we got XY. All right. Okay. Here, shoot. One more. Gen 7.
You know,
D.
Gen
I
7
really
was
hate it.
was like, if you didn't play Sun and Moon and you played Ultra Sun and Moon, you would have a better experience. Problem
True.
is, you most likely played Sun and Moon if you're a Pokemon fan, and then you played Ultra Sun and Moon, which, you know, was stupidly. And then you have the Let's Go games.
No, but let's just talk about Sun and Moon right now.
No, Let's Go games are Gen 7.
Oh,
True,
technically.
I guess.
Well,
They technically are.
they technically are. Yeah, you're right. They
So,
technically are. Oh,
So,
shoot.
D.
I got a D. No matter what, I'm just gonna put that bottom tier.
To play devil's
No,
advocate.
wait.
To play
Move Gen 1 up a tier, since, you know, the original
Bruh.
Red, blue, yellow were better than the Let's Go.
Bruh, but to be honest, let me play devil's advocate for one little quick moment though. Technically, even though Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee were in that generation, those technically aren't your core games. And even then, people will still kind of say, you know what, it sort of kind of is. I'm like, heck no, if you ain't able to battle in the wild, I'm like, I ain't counting it. So honestly, in my mind, when I think Gen 7, I honestly think Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, and that's it. That's honestly what I think.
Masuda said that these things were part of the mainline series.
Masuda might have said it though, but I remember. No, I think it wasn't. No,
He said it. You can't change it.
No,
he said
Masuda
it.
might have said it, but go back. Somebody, I don't know. Somebody go down in the comments. I don't care. Somebody go back and watch. What was it? What was the E3? It was E3. The game came out in 19. Yeah, it was like E3 2018. It was like the year before the. No, not 9. Oh gosh, no, 17. 17, telling it a year out in advance. It was either year 2017 or 2018. It was somebody not
2018 Masuda. Was when you know, Sword and Shield happened.
Not 18, 19. We're in 20 right
was
now.
It?
Yeah, we're in 20 right now. 19 was Sword and Shield. 18 was Let's Go. So yeah, it was either 17 or 18 with E3, and they said out in advance, hey, we're working on the next. Yeah, it was 18.
Yeah, they did say that, 18. But even then.
Yeah, because they said we were working on the next core one. And I was like, okay, so if they said the next core one, they weren't implying that the one they're working on now is core. That's what I always hold into my heart, at least, though. But we'll leave it at that, though. So where are we saying this thing at? C?
D.
No, D.
Oh, my God.
Don't also forget
we're judging it as a whole.
If they would have just kept if they would have just kept Sun and Moon, or even put Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like put a 2-year gap, I honestly probably would have stuck it here, or would have stuck it there.
Just put D. Just put it.
Oof.
Didn't Sanikyu say to move the Gen 1 to C?
Yeah.
No, but we ain't doing that. Gen 1's the absolute worst.
No, put it to C.
If we put it to C, it's gonna happen like this.
Don't put Sun. Sorry, I see what you're doing.
No, you don't. You don't see what I'm doing.
I do see what you're doing.
Hey, I'm the final. I'm the final judge over here. No matter where I look, Gen 1 is the absolute bottom. We know that for a fact. Y'all just trolling.
Too bad. Two people already voted against one.
Y'all already trolling. I need more people up in this chat. No,
I'm not even supposed to be a part of this, and I know Gen 1's better than that one.
No. Heck
Gen
no.
1 was fun for the glitch.
Gen 1 was nostalgic, but we know we can't say
and this is
Gen
coming
7.
from a guy who has not even played the entire series, and I know Gen 1 is already better than 7.
Bruh, Haxx, I don't need more people against me. I will
like,
mute you and take you out. Bruh.
Are you really gonna defend that, like, for what they did, and also the Tutorial Island, which was like the most boring part of that
Gen 7 had the corridors. They cut out the content. They didn't even bother bringing back Battle Frontier. They cut out like triple rotation, sky battles, horde battles.
Wait, no, triple rotations was out by Gen 6. What are you talking about?
Well, they could have brought them back.
They could have brought them back, but no Gen past then brought them back. So what are you talking about? No Gen 6, Gen 5 has brought them back. Gen 8 could have brought them back, and they didn't do it. So I ain't holding it against
speaking of Gen 8.
No, Gen 7.
Yes,
Okay. Since he said Gen 8, guess what? That stays like that. I ain't moving it. Okay, so we said Gen 8.
Fair enough. Gen 8D.
You put Gen 1 and C, Zard.
No, we ain't doing that. No, he said good. He said good. So we on the same page. Sanikyu said good before all of that happened.
Yeah,
so
here's the list. Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 3, Gen 6, Gen 2, Gen 1, Gen 7, Gen 8. Gen 8's the bottom.
That's the hot take.
Just put it in the shadow realm.
That's the hot take right there.
Yeah, don't even put it on the tier list.
Bruh, I gotta put it somewhere, man. I gotta put it somewhere. Honestly, the only thing that really ruined... The only thing that... Oh, go ahead.
As someone who actually kind of enjoys Sword and Shield, that game has lost potential. Like a bunch of lost potential.
That's what it is. It's just a waste of potential.
Yeah, and that's what I hate the most.
They were too afraid to even try with that gen. Not even a fully realized 3D open world game. No, only the wild areas, and you can't even change the camera and the routes in the towns. And speaking of the towns, my God, each room in those towns are exactly the same. I forget which one was it. Was it Nessa's town? You go into the houses, they're copy pasted.
You know what? Honestly, I need to do better at going from town to town and looking inside of the stuff, because I occasionally do it when I think there's an item associated with it, though. But I'm never in the good habit of going in every single house.
And then they cut moves, they cut Pokemon. They brought back that stupid you can only use it once and then it just breaks. Why would you do that?
Gosh,
that makes no sense.
I hated that. Okay, I hate that. The TRs. So they took TMs, dropped the M, let you use it forever, and then put the R up on it. So nope, we going back. I'm like, what the heck? Gen 5 was beautiful when they did that, and then you messed that mess up. I'm like, oh no. It is a little sad. The thing I really liked about Sword and Shield was obviously the wild area. Everybody was impressed with that. My thing was, I don't have a lot. No, okay, we ain't gonna talk about the tree thing. I'm talking about free camera.
No, not even the tree thing. No, the wild area itself. What exploration is there other than the dens? You don't really go out there except to catch the Pokemon. When you do, there's only 400 in the base game. After that, what do?
Yeah, because that's
wild dens. That's it. There's I remember seeing the spire of a tower. I'm like, oh cool, can I go in there? No, you can't. Even when there's an opening, it basically walls you out.
Yeah, it does wall you out. Because I do remember kind of playing around with that though, but I don't know. This is a rough draft. This thing could change with DLC. I'm not saying it's gonna get better. I ain't saying it's gonna get worse. We'll have to wait and see though. But I think, don't quote me on this though, but they did mention something about with the DLC Wave 2, you are able to actually go inside of dens. So I am kind of curious whether or not they're actually going to add to that tower or whatever though. I don't know. That's just my small little hope. We'll see though. But honestly, this is our rough draft version.
Okay, and then here are my 2 cents.
Oh shoot!
If they're gonna be doing DLC, and the game, we can already see that the game is wasted potential just on the base game alone. What's even the point? What's even the point of releasing the game this early when it barely has anything, and you're just gonna have the DLC done within a year?
And they have the goal to call it an expansion. This is an expansion. This is the second half of the game that you cut.
Fucking push it back the release date.
That's what you go on any Pokemon Twitter tweet whatever, you see BBND still going at it they wanted to push the games back, they wanted a delay, but no.
That's the thing, because I really know that honestly, if Game Freak could afford to, I bet they probably would honestly like to. No, I bet they hate working in crunch.
They could push it back. It's a AAA game. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's multimedia.
Yeah, it's multimedia.
They don't. The anime, the merch, they don't have to release all at the same time. They don't have to.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because typically in the past, we do know that they have to have, because everything builds off of the games. I don't have that thing in front of me that shows the percentage of, how much profit does the Pokemon company as a whole make based upon the games, the merchandise, the cards,
The
anything else
games
that's
don't even
associated or
make
whatever. It's not
the
even a good
most out of
chunk.
all
The
their.
merchandise obviously makes the absolute most, but they do. It is the Kickstarter for basically anything else that the Pokemon company basically makes in terms of their revenue or whatever, though. So they kind of force themselves into this 3-year cycle. I don't know how or why, but they just sort of kind of got in it.
I keep on reading these tweets like, oh, they can't do it. Like, they all have to release at the same time. Where on the internet can you show me a link where they themselves stated, oh, we can't do that?
Where is the source?
Where is the official statement like, oh, we can't do this because of this and that? Like, where's the contract for that?
Like, guys, I might be blind because I don't see the source on that.
Yeah, there is
they
no
always
source.
Like
I don't
to
know.
Use that as their defense. Like, what are you talking about? Can you show me the link? Oh, dude, it's pretty obvious. No, it isn't. The Nintendo owns what? The Pokemon company or something? It's all a joint thing, right?
It's between Nintendo, Creatures, and Game Freak.
Game Freak ultimately has the say on the game since they're the ones making the games.
Oh, and the Pokemon company itself. Yes, the Pokemon company, Creatures, Game Freak, Nintendo.
So where is this stop process coming from? Where they can't delay the games? Yes, they can. They fully well can. They can delay it. They're gonna take a small hit, but they're like Disney. They can literally survive anything.
They pretty much can, and think about it. They can pop these side series out too.
Shit, they're gonna survive anything at this point.
Yeah, and also we did kind of see signs about it because we always talk about the games or whatever though. Even the anime, which the anime is hugely based upon the games or whatever though. Even the anime right now, and I've been watching it. We're on episode 22 or something like that in Japan. They even
does it have anything to do with it?
Yeah,
no. I was gonna point that out.
Yeah, they're doing something completely different now. So
exactly,
they don't even have to kind of stick with Galar because they put their little tidbits. We had maybe over the course of 22 episodes, we might have had only 4 episodes in Galar. They've been bouncing all over the world with all these different regions, so that gives them more flexibility. So with that flexibility, they have the opportunity, if they want and they want to take advantage of it, they could potentially work on this game for more than 3 years for this time around. So they got flexibility now. Oh, go ahead.
I will say the only thing I find interesting about Jande is that anime, the Twilight thing.
Oh yeah, and they got that Twilight thing too, which honestly for that, it just kind of fleshes out the characters a little bit more in the sense of, what their personalities will be like in the actual
It's honestly generations or whatever.
It's generations and origins. Yeah, it's similar to that.
Yeah, and also it's funny how that game has voice acting and not the actual game.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that does bring Jane down. You had Dragon Quest VIII, which is admittedly a PS2 game, but they did a rework on the voices on the 3DS version, I believe. You had voice acting on the 3DS. Same with Xenoblade Chronicles. And you mean to tell me that Pokemon, the biggest media franchise out there, couldn't do that for their own games?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird because the matter of fact that when you first originally boot up Soar, I was expecting something to come out their mouths, and then they just kept mouthing and mouthing. I was it felt so empty. I was like, bruh. I'm like, in the past, we couldn't look this close on their faces, and now that we can look real close at their face and actually see their mouths, they're like, oh yeah, we probably should move their mouths, but I don't know why they didn't think about, voicing up in it.
I feel like the game should have just been double battles or triple battles, whether have single battles every now and then, because it feels so outdated. It's just hit with super effective move. Oh, what's that? My Pokemon's on health? Heal. It's 1-for-1 Dragon Quest 1 gameplay. You hit, and then you heal, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's super outdated.
Isn't it basically just the same gameplay throughout the entire series?
Yeah,
with a few exceptions.
And people like to say, no, it hasn't changed. Yeah, you're right, it hasn't changed.
And
the only thing they do is just
problems.
add gimmicks. Yeah, that's legit one of the problems. And honestly, don't fix what isn't broke, but come on.
improve upon it at least. No fucking
Exactly.
gimmicks.
And it's weird because Game Freak is one of those companies, they take half steps. When a lot of other companies be taking some big old leaps, some leaps work out for the better, like Dragon Quest X to Dragon Quest XI. That was the first 3D one. It brought me into the
Honestly,
series.
I would
I really
compare-
liked it. But, or
I
you
would
can
compare
make
Dragon Quest 9 to 11
Or-
since, you know, we never got Dragon Quest 10, and Dragon Quest 10 in itself isn't like a traditional RPG. It's more or less
Mhm.
an MMO. But like Dragon Quest 9 on the DS had no random encounters. The enemies were like had 3D models that you can run into on the DS.
Dang, it's really been that long. Oof. Yeah, oh gosh, they made a DS to a Switch. Oh gosh, okay. Well, they did technically have 10 for the, I guess 10 was for the 3DS in Japan or whatever though. Was that right?
I don't think so.
Or was it also on DS?
No, it wasn't on DS. It wasn't on 3DS. No, I think.
Oh, maybe it was
like,
on
PC.
something. Oh, okay, it was something else. I was about to say
They
can't.
also
can't
have it
do
on
that.
Switch over there, but like, I guess they just don't want to localize it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that might have been the thing though. But yeah, y'all get the point
Oh,
though.
PS4. That's what it was.
PS4. Okay, that makes sense.
Then PC, and then obviously Switch.
So yeah, the matter of fact that you get games like that, they take risk and they jump one way and they leap and they actually land it. And then you get other companies that try. Granted, they're not as successful. You can look at stuff like oh gosh, give me some examples of games that were good and then they made the wrong step and went bad the other way. I know. I'm thinking of some.
Pokemon.
I'm thinking of some other than Pokemon.
Zelda
to make an
2.
example. Wait, what?
Zelda 2.
Sir?
Zelda 2.
No, I'll do you one better. Zelda CDI.
Even better.
All right. Back to the. Should we?
But yeah, you get the point.
Can we
though.
all agree that Gen 8 is on the like bottom tier?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I still think Gen 7 is worse, but
Oh, you think like
They were
you think
just-
like this?
They were just too afraid of this gen.
yeah, and I get that reason, but for me, I just have a personal reason.
For me,
why
I like
hate
Gen
7 a
7
lot.
story. Well, Gen 7 had a story. We ain't gonna talk about the story.
Gen
with
8
the sword.
didn't.
So yeah.
The
Honestly,
only good thing about Gen
forgot
7
about the
is that it
sword
has
at
Team
first.
Skull's theme.
Team
We
Skull.
also
Oh
like
shoot,
Lily.
your boy Guzman, bro. That's the most lit man. Because of that man, if we talking about characters, it would have been like this.
No,
that,
no.
I'm talking about just Guzman, bro. That man puts him like somewhere up here though. But we talking about games as a whole, so he down here though. So I was about to say, but that's pretty much it. I think in terms of Gen. So take a screenshot of this right now. That's our
Like, can you
definitive
list me
list.
off what order it's in? Because I can't
Okay,
see.
so S tier would have been black and then diamond, or not. Oh gosh, I gotta say numbers. Sorry. Gen 5 as top S,
Mhm.
and then you have diamond lower on the S. Then you have ruby at A. Then we got Pokemon or not ruby. Gosh darn it. Gen 3 as A, Gen 6 as B, Gen 2 as C, and then the rest are in the rest of the gens are in the D tier. You had Gen 7 followed by Gen 8 followed by Gen 1.
I mean, as much as I think like Gen 1 is like the worst, it's honestly like a lot more enjoyable compared to Gen 7 and Gen 8.
The only thing I would say about that is, okay, if I'm not playing Pokemon Yellow, you ain't got color. For people that really want it, you ain't got male and female. You didn't have attack and special attack split, so that was
But you
whack
did have
fighting those
glitches.
things. You had glitches
And
you
if
did
have-
you knew what the glitches were. But let's say you were fresh and new and upcoming. And remember, this was back in the day when internet didn't exist. So most people, you were extremely lucky to find out where that glitch was. And
Yeah,
'cause
here's
some
the
of them
thing,
we
Twitch
didn't figure out
started
until
it all.
later.
I
And
know,
two,
like,
yeah, it
I
did
know we
start
all like
off.
make fun of like, ooh, Kanto, Charizard, but like,
Bro, I love
it's still,
Charizard.
It's
But-
still like a
Mm.
generally like good simple RPG compared to like, well nowadays it's not really an RPG anymore, but like still there was some level of strategy with that game.
I will say Gen 1 was kind of tough with the Elite Four. I remember playing what was it, Pokemon Yellow when they released it for the Virtual Console and the 3DS, and I was like, bro, what the heck is this Elite Four? I was like, it actually kind of gave me a little bit of trouble. I had to do a little bit of grinding, and I hate grinding in that game. Oh gosh, that's in a trouble. Ooh, I mean, that's terrible.
Isn't it a good thing that the Elite Four are tough as hell because they're supposed to be like the strongest ones?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm trying to think. Between all these different generations, Gen 1 had a tough Elite Four. Gen 2, I don't know if the Elite Four was tough, but definitely when you got to those other gym leaders, and of course Red at the very end, that was tough. Trying to think who Emerald. Emerald or not Emerald. Gen 3. If you had Rayquaza, it was actually easy. The first time I ran through that thing, I ran through the whole Elite Four with my Blaziken and Rayquaza. That's all I used, and I got through with just using those two only. So I was like, bruh.
That's what speedrunners use.
Yeah.
You use Rayquaza to carry them.
And since that day, I don't think we ever gotten a Pokemon that was a legendary that was level 70 before the Elite Four. It never happened again after that. I was like, bruh. So Ruby and Sapphire are definitely tougher. Like, I remember using Ruby, playing the Ruby version of the game, using Groudon, and it was still sort of kind of tricky. But, yeah. Diamond and Pearl. I think that was, like, right in the middle. It wasn't too tough, but it was alright. And then Gen 5 with Black and White. I think that was okay. I did like how you were able to, I like how you were able to choose any of the Elite Four in any order, which was it Gen 5, Gen 6, and Gen 7, I think all allow you to do that, correct? I think so.
I don't know, I can remember.
I think it was only
Earthbound.
Bro, Sanikyu, I can hear your Earthbound. But that's pretty much it in terms of the gen. So take a screenshot, and I think we're about good on that. Now, in terms of the games, we can just kind of fill them in, and I don't think it'll be that tough, though. So with blue, I put that matches with the red, and I'll put yellow above red. So that sounds good, right?
Wait. Where are we going? What's happening?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Sanic, don't you have a laptop you can do this on? Just open it up, open Discord, see the stream that he has.
I don't know if you're able to see it on the phone.
I'm too lazy.
Bro, that's on you then. With Gen 2.
Fix that.
Oh, and for y'all, you know what? Technically, I'm just putting it down. Like, for example, gold and silver. Those are the order, gold and silver. So I'm leaving them tied like that. Like, it ain't gonna be no soul then gold or whatever though. But yeah.
All right, can we So we're doing the Pokemon games, right?
Yeah. So far,
all right, so
yellow and
a
what?
No, wait. The worst Pokemon games by far. Are you ready for this? Can you guess what I'm gonna say?
No, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Gen 8. Let's go.
No, let's go.
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and put them there because I don't even really count them.
No, those were
no.
Cuckoo.
I only made it to the third gym leader. Didn't even beat the third gym leader. And I said that's enough. I was like, bruh, no.
Those were terrible. I didn't even play the game, but I just looked up the gameplay. I'm like, what is this? What do they do?
I have no idea.
Even like a friend of ours, you know, Yoshi didn't even like. He played the demo a little bit. He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to play this shit."
Bruh.
It had forced experience, Cheryl. I'm like, what is going on?
You weren't meant to play that game competitive, so they abused the crap out of that.
Ironically enough, they made a competitive scene out of Lexio games.
Oh no.
Even if the game is designed to not be competitive, it's going to be competitive in one way or another. Just look at Brawl.
So I put Sapphire behind Ruby, and I'm putting Emerald above Ruby. Honestly, shoot.
Yeah.
Any vision in the game, I'll almost move Emerald out of the A and literally stick it up in the S part way. I mean, that's just me.
Nah.
I love that game so much.
But Emerald is honestly A.
Oof. Tough crowd, people.
We're talking S is definitely cream of the crop material.
Cream of the crop.
Which obviously is going to be black 2, white 2, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
All right, then we got Fire Red and Leaf Green. I stick that right underneath Ruby. Ruby
Where's
and
Ruby
Sapphire.
at?
Ruby and
Is that in B?
Sapphire are an A
Yeah.
because
Honestly, Ruby and Sapphire could be in B, because a better version does exist, but Ruby and Sapphire are still good games.
oof. But they got Steven though. No, I'm keeping it in A.
So does Emerald.
I'm keeping it in A because so you trying to keep A in Emerald. I mean, you trying to keep Emerald in A and move Ruby and Sapphire down to B, and I'm trying to get Emerald in the S and keep Ruby and Sapphire in A because I still like those two games. You can never have too much water. You never have too much water.
Okay.
All right, so we
0
got.
out of 10, too much water.
I'm kind of curious what Alchemy did say about that back in the
Black
day.
and White should be in the top of A.
Yeah, where's it? What the?
Don't get me wrong, I love those games, but I don't like how half of the region was blocked off from you.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, oh.
I
You know what? Shoot. You saying Black and White. I was about to put that up there, but we ain't done yet. I had to put Pearl up in there and Platinum. Pearl go
Oh no,
Diamond.
Pearl and Platinum B. No.
What did you say?
Don't get me wrong.
Whoa. What did you say? You said Pearl and Platinum in B? Or an A?
I'm sorry, Pearl and Diamond, my bad.
I was about to say, what the heck? I'm like, what have you been taking? I'm like, what the heck? So,
I'm sort of playing a different game while listening to
oh,
this.
shoot. Okay, so I'm going to put, so we have S was, at the moment, Black, Platinum, and S. And you want to put Diamond and Pearl
Wait, what'd you say?
I said right at the moment, because we hadn't gotten to the Gen 5 all in its entirety yet. We were working with Gen 4, so you had that Gen 5 Black in that spot. Then we have Platinum, followed by Diamond and Pearl, all in S tier.
Diamond and Pearl and S?
I mean, mainly because Diamond and Pearl, or Diamond was representing Gen 4, which we stuck in S tier. So it was all.
I know, but that's the gen in its entirety. We're talking about the games themselves in its entirety. And
okay, well,
if you're comparing
since they're slower, I'll probably put them down lower.
It's slower. Platinum added more onto I think the graphics was it, because if you went into Eterna Forest, you can see the clouds. You have the snow in Twin Leaf Town. Yeah, some design changes with the gems themselves, with I forgot her name. It's a gym leader for Eterna.
You know the
Gardania.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we were able to get all of that. Then what was next? Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Oh shoot.
Yeah, and Ash. I don't know about base Black and White and Ash.
What about Heart Gold Soul Silver? Top of A or low S?
Base Black and White, top of A. Heart Gold Silver, Soul Silver. That's hard to
That's hard. That's hard.
I
don't think it's S. I don't think it's S because I still got Platinum above Heart Gold Soul Silver, but I'll probably say top of A for Heart Gold Soul Silver. That's what I'm saying.
What do you? No, those are S.
Oh, you putting them in
S?
S?
Those are S games.
Bro, I've been saying S and A, and you were like, I don't know, man. I'm like, are you sure you don't know?
No, they're in the same tier.
Oh my goodness, because we have half a Gen 4 in S and half a Gen 4 in A. So I was like, I was trying to figure this mess out.
No, I showed it was Black 2 and White 2 and Ash, Platinum and Ash, Heart Gold, Soul Silver and Ash, Base Black 1, Black and White 1, and top of A. Then you have, and then Emerald follows them, and then Fire and Leaf Green follows that.
All right, so Black 2, White 2, this will finish Gen 5. Above Black and White or lower than Black and White?
Above.
Didn't he say Black and White in A?
Yes.
Oh, you want Black and White in A? Bruh. Oof.
He's been saying it the whole time.
I think Black and White and Black and White 2 deserve to be an S because they're both you can't
yeah.
You need both of them because they both continue your story, and then if you play Black and White 1, it's cool and all, but when you go to Black and White 2, it's like, oh, it's even more cool because you can see how things changed and past the years and all that shit.
And because of what Sonic said right there, that's the reason why I'm keeping them in S. Because it's like they tell a full story between both those games. It's hard to play one and not the other. So that's why I had them
That's
still
true.
in S. And I wouldn't split them drastically. Because then if I stuck them at the top of A, then it's like you saying Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver are all better than the original Black and White. That started that
They are.
really good story. But I don't know. They still got to be an S. So if you want it, you probably could have slid it down
I
lower,
hear you
but
on
I
that.
don't know.
It should be, yeah, it should be an S, honestly.
See, told you.
So we convinced you.
Because you need both.
The question
You
would have
need
been
both.
is before
What's the
Platinum or
order?
lower than Soul Silver.
What's the?
The order I got right now
I
is
got
Black
Sonic to
2
move
and
out.
White 2, then Black, then White, then Platinum, Heart Gold,
opened up
Soul
my
Silver,
nose.
and that
Wait,
was
could you
it.
say that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, then we got Black and White, then we got Platinum, then Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
I'd say Platinum was better than Black and White.
So you saying stick Platinum in between the BW games.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And as much as I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like they are like the bomb type of games. They're just remakes.
Yeah, true. I guess that's where it needs. Let's see what this looks like. Because it's a trilogy game. Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah, because Gen 4 was my very first. That was my first game I owned by myself. I shared the Gen 3 games with my brother. Like we both played.
I mean, like,
so I don't know. I have a
just
little
has everything. Like,
I have a special
like one of the
connection
best
with Gen
regions
4.
to explore, world building. With the lore in like Celestic Town, or is this? No, wait, not Celestic, Solaceon Town. With like the ruins.
Oh yeah.
You find out like Cynthia's like grandmother is like telling you this story, and then you have a team that wants to reshape the entire universe.
What's his name? Cyrus?
No, Cyrus. Cyrus is like honestly my favorite villain.
Bruh. And then what was it? And then in Platinum, he got his butt stuck down there, and I thought there was like a little bit of lore that some people have been trying to say, what in the world he's been doing in that thing though. But I would really
He's just chilling.
I really would like if they treated the Gen 4 remakes right. I would like to see what he actually has been doing down there. Like that would be some interesting lore, but I doubt they will go to Mall and do all that. But we'll see. So that's it for so far. What we
they
got.
don't do anything with it,
bro.
Exactly. Wait, they don't do. Wait, I couldn't hear what you guys.
He
were
said
saying,
plot
actually.
twist. They don't do anything with him.
I mean, they're gonna mess up Cinemix. I can guarantee it.
But you guys talk about like the time traveling thing where that one guy was like, he kind of just went to that portal and then never came back.
Oh, it's not time travel, but the distortion world. That's what it was. The place where Giratina lives.
Oh, okay.
So next was Pokemon Y. I stick right underneath X. Oh, wrong way.
Wait, where'd you put Pokemon X and Y?
X and Y was in the middle. B.
Middle of B?
No, like they're in the middle between
B,
all of the games.
They're like the only ones in B.
Yeah, they're the only ones in B.
Wait, where's Diamond and Pearl?
Diamond and Pearl and A, top of A.
Top of it, I'd honestly say Emerald was a better game. Diamond and Pearl had better story, but like gameplay.
Oh, so you wanted to move Diamond and Pearl even lower than Emerald? Because whenever I moved them down, I said A and I said top of A, and you didn't say nothing.
Wait, what's the order in A?
A is Diamond, Pearl, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Just move Emerald to the top, because like Emerald is like one of the best Gen 3 games.
Okay, I still agree with that because I still like Emerald better than the original Diamond and Pearl. Not Platinum though, but okay, I can agree with that. All right, then we had what the? Oh no, these were both remakes. Okay, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Where are we sticking these mugs at? Oh shoot, I put them up there for y'all. There we go.
Can we just like, what was X and Y?
X and Y was in B.
Yeah, that sounds fair enough.
And I'm sticking Omega Ruby and Alpha
They were just mediocre. You could find some enjoyment with that game with the customization options, but other than that, like
I did like the matter of fact that for when you flew, when you rode either Latios or
you can actually see
Latios, the
the.
mega versions, yeah, it was
I
actually like
did like
open
that a lot.
flying. So I did like that little twist to it.
Honestly, I think Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are better games than X and Y. That's just because like they had more Mega Evolutions. As remakes on their own, they're honestly terrible. Because they didn't bring back my Battle Frontier, and I know like the remakes of Sapphire and Ruby going like, but no, come on.
Okay.
Gen 3 was Battle Frontier. Like my island is open Sonic.
Okay.
I think you gotta move them ahead of X and Y, like he said. I mean, unless you guys got anything to say about it, I can't really say shit.
I didn't.
I was thinking about it. Hold on. Shoot, you got remakes. You got remake music of the original Gen 3 games. Yeah, I put it above it. Gosh darn. They did make some changes with some of the Team Aqua and Team Magma leaders. I'm trying to remember some of that though, but yeah, I was like, it's a simple average, I guess. It's like
you might find this one to be a hot take, but like I honestly think Pokemon Crystal should be like in the bottom of A tier.
What the heck?
Dude, yeah, like the color palette.
You're basically saying if you put that at the bottom of A, you're basically saying that was originally better than Gen 6. You're saying part of Gen 2 was better than Gen 6.
Yeah.
But not the whole Gen 2.
Yeah, part of it.
Bruh.
Like, come on. Like, if you ever wanted to play like the old Game Boy games like Pokemon, you most likely play Crystal.
I got gold on my 3DS and I still hadn't finished it. I probably should at some point though, but
you can play as Chris. You can like the moving sprites, the roaming dogs. It's just like worst version of Heart Gold Soul Silver.
But then again,
come on.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was like one of the few and only games where you could fly to a direct route. You didn't have to necessarily fly to a Pokemon Center. They actually let you fly they actually let you fly to individual routes.
Oh yeah, they did.
So because of that, I'm keeping Crystal down lower. I'm like, heck no.
Okay. So like you want to like put in the middle between Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
You want an Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Crystal, X, and Y.
Does that look weird or?
That still looks weird to me.
Or do you want to put below?
Unless you want to put Crystal bottom of B, which that I could agree with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. What was it? We're almost done. Then we got we got to put Moon next to Sun wherever Sun's at. Okay, there it is. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We all breathe so hard.
I fucking hate that game.
We all three breathe so hard on that. Oh shoot!
I think we could all agree they're like the Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon were good in themselves. They were good in themselves, but when they released these games 1 year later, it just put a sour taste for the whole mess. Oof.
Okay, you have to admit that Ultra Sun and Moon were like better games.
They were better games,
but not by much.
But not by much. Like what was it? The main thing was the Ultra Wormhole, which allowed you to get some other Pokemon that weren't previously caught in Sun and Moon. And I think
are we talking about like chronologically when you played them or like on their own? Because
you're talking about.
Do you guys want to?
Do
you guys want to put like base Sun and Moon D tier?
Just put
Like let's be real. Like it really ruined the experience.
Yeah, because what was it? Because
Sun and Moon. Yeah, it ruined your experience of the Ultra games.
Just put Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon next to like Pokemon Let's Go.
Bro, no, it's not down that low.
No, to me it's that bad.
What the
heck?
To me,
it's that bad.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this out first. So Sun and Moon, honestly, the story and All right, Sanikyu, since we kind of like the diehards. Did you like the story better? Think about them individually. Don't try to stick them right next to each other. Did you like the story better in Sun and Moon, or did you like the story that was shown better in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Because honestly, for me, I like the story in Sun and Moon better.
Aren't they the same?
No, they're tweaks.
There's some
Like
differences.
for example,
There's
Sun and
The
Moon.
only difference was up until like the final island.
Because I remember in Sun and Moon, I don't know why, it might just be me, but when Lily actually left, I felt a little bit more than whatever. I can't even remember. Honestly, I remember the ending of Sun and Moon. Like, you had that final battle, you got to go catch Tapu Koko, and then you got to leave, and then, Lily said bye on the boat. I think she went to Kanto, I guess. I can't remember that, though. But I remember that ending.
But she left?
Yeah, she left, and you could not find Lily in the game.
Leave.
After that, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you didn't have that impactful moment at the very end. And I was like, because of that, I still like Sun and Moon better than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, story-wise. That was just me.
Alright, so Ultra Sun and Moon D, then Sun and Moon C.
That I can get behind.
I still think it's worse. Like,
I mean,
like, Pokemon Let's Go.
I mean, they're better than Lexia, but like, that's not saying much.
Yeah, that's why I want them to be right next to it.
Well,
Alright, so Ultra Games D is base Sun and Moon, and C because like if you played Sun and Moon and this was before Ultra Games came out, they were alright, but if you play the Ultra Games, then like
it kind of ruined your taste because I still didn't finish the Rainbow Rocket thing in D. Like I got a little bit through it, yeah. Like that's how burnout I was on this game. Like that's for the first time ever. I did not finish
this game.
I did not finish.
It burns you out.
when you were one of the poor bastards that actually went through Rainbow Rocket.
Alright,
Bruh.
I think
I
this is gonna be a very hot take, but like gold, silver, and yellow above Sun and Moon.
Gold, wait,
Like
hold on. Gold,
the ones in
silver,
C.
and yellow above Sun. So you're saying
Yeah.
bring yellow up?
Bro,
Bruh,
what was yellow?
I like yellow
Yes,
was
it is.
it was in D. After Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and after Sword at the moment, it was yellow.
Oh, okay. So D tier is the Ultra games, and then you have base red and blue in D, and then you have Let's Go Pikachu. Is that what it is?
Yeah, let's go Pikachu and Eevee. That's at the very bottom.
All right.
That ain't moving.
All right. So C tier, honestly, gold, silver. Then you have yellow because yellow did a lot of improvements, and you have surfing and flying Pikachu.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's the,
Like nostalgia factor like aside, it is like a little fun game to go back to because like I don't know, like every time I go back to those games, I just have like a fun little time.
And also,
'Cause, like it's not too long, it's a little difficult, but it's fun overall.
mhm.
Don't you get all three starters as well?
Yeah, you do get all three.
Yeah, you do get all 3 stars, and it's like that's anime taxing right there.
Oh, it also is more anime because the actual Team Rocket was actually Jesse and James, like
And
originally
they
from the
and they
actual
fixed up
anime.
and they fixed up the character, like the Pokemon sprites for the Pokemon, and fixed a little bit on how like Rock and Misty should look.
Mhm.
I don't know, like they did a lot of good changes with the
And
yellow.
then also, it was the game that first started, and one of only maybe 5, I guess if you count everything, that actually had the following Pokemon behind you. Which I know there's a dedicated fan
Yes.
base for people
Yes,
that
I
really want
did
that.
like that. And people do want that back. So what
It
do you
did
think?
come back sadly. It did come back sadly in Pokemon Let's Go, but not Sword and Shield.
Yeah, it's weird because we had it in yellow, gold, and silver, and crystal. Came back in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then in the Let's Go games. And I'm like, bruh. But that's about it.
All right, on to the more.
And then the last
Alright,
one
so
is Shield, and that just
wait.
kind of goes
So
up
in C tier, we have the following: gold and silver, followed by yellow, followed by sun and moon. Was it?
Yes, that's it.
I'm on the tier maker myself. I'm just following.
Oh,
along.
okay, I got you.
And then in D tier we have Ultra Sun and Moon, followed by Red and Blue, followed by the Let's Go games. Right now, currently.
Yeah,
All right, so
And
now
then
to
Sword,
Sword
and Shield. And based upon what it was like in the generation tier list, That's currently where they were sitting, between Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and between Red and Blue.
Yeah.
So I say that's about good. Because don't get me wrong, I love these games to a fault.
But
Like, I like the competitiveness of it, but that's pretty much it. Outside of that, the story's kind of killed it for me.
Can I talk about the faults that it has?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I will say one good thing, well, two good things about it. The customization option, but then again, they did mess that up, and I'll explain later on that. And how fast it is to just make a competitive team. I did like that a lot. You can change the nature of it. You can give it like 6 IV bottle caps. You can change the EVs. Well, not really change it, but you can hatch an egg, give it the bottle caps, change the nature accordingly to what set you want. Give it like the training items, like the EV changers. And there you go. Simple as that into competitive. I really do like that quality of life change. But on to the fault. Alright, so no story. Well, there was a story, but like it was stupidly lackluster, and the story, which was just like a bunch of rampaging Pokemon, was all handled by Leon. Like, why? Like, I like how he's more involved with the story than compared to like most other champions, but like, as the protagonist, you genuinely do want to like handle that yourself, right?
Yeah.
Another fault, how I said how the customization part was good.
Mm-hmm.
They did it better in Gen 6 with X and Y, because you could actually see the clothing, like before you like choose it, before you put it on.
But bro, those facial expressions though, people were complaining about that so much in Gen 7, and they did it in Gen 8. Like, they had like a variety of facial expressions. Like, it's not that death stare, blank stare. Like, the whole world could have been ending, and you're just over there smiling. I'm
like, why?
So I do like that.
Facial expressions, right?
Yeah.
And they still had it in Gen 8, right?
Yeah, Gen 8.
Remember
that had the best ones, but yeah.
Remember when they said they were going to cut the Pokemon to upgrade the,
what was it?
The animations?
Yeah, they said something about the animations. Yeah.
So, 400 Pokemon cut, and where was the work that you saw? Where was it compensated? Because the story, bleh. Music, there was only like Toby Fox music that was okay. No, it was okay, and then you had like the gym, like he does with crowd cheering. It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, yeah.
But I pretty much I love that Toby theme though. I don't know, some people like it, some people don't. I honestly really liked it. That's just me speaking.
Sorry.
Don't serve.
Then you had what was it? The music for the wild area, which was actually a whole mess in itself. It fit the region, but overall I just did not care much for it, unless you live in Britain, then I guess you'd like it a lot, because it has that Scottish feel to it. Speaking of the wild area, oh my god. Based off the trailers, I thought we were gonna get like multiple wild areas. There would just be like different biomes. Like, before you go to like the first gym, you go to like a Medui biome of the wild area. Then you leave that, and on your way to like the second gym leader, Nessa, the water type one, it'd be mostly like lakes and all that stuff. But no, it's just one huge wild area, with all the biomes just smashed together, and it leads to some of the most terrible transitions ever. Like, you take one step from like the meadow area, and suddenly you're in a desert. Like, the fuck?
Oof.
Like, a sandstorm just picks up like that. Like, what level what game designing are you doing with the whole open world thing? Like, I get like game design is hard, but like if you're having trouble with the delay, ask for help, especially from Microsoft, since they're tight buddies with Nintendo right now. Like, because Nintendo, like when they were working on Breath of the Wild, they asked help from Microsoft to like make the Hyrule, and
Yeah.
as a result, it's fun. Like, you have an incentive to explore, but in the Wild area, you don't. You really don't. No dungeons, which why even call yourself an RPG if you don't have dungeons?
I don't
Especially
know.
when there's like, especially when
you
there's
don't
like
need-
a tower. There's like a tower thing
Yeah.
on the
And,
top
like,
left somewhere.
And some RPGs don't have dungeons, like Undertale, but like Undertale was a fun game, and you're mostly inside a huge dungeon.
Yeah, that was the
Even
whole
then.
entire thing. Yeah.
And that was the whole aspect of it.
I don't know. At least for me, this might be my personal hot take though. I could care less about dungeons, to be honest. I don't know. It might have been like Pokemon with going through some of them long old dungeons from like Gym 1 to like 3 and 4 or whatever though. I'm okay with you going through like a tower or some kind of thing that's like inside of a building-ish sort of kind of
Here's
thing.
the thing, though.
But an actual
You
dungeon, I don't know. At least that's just me.
Here's the thing. Dungeons in Pokemon are generally like, tower-wise, I can get that. You don't want it for like, whatever. But like, if you're going inside a cave, which, this game does have it,
Wait,
I prefer to explore it and not have to follow a linear path from entrance to exit. I like getting lost. I like exploring. I like battling other trainers. And that's the thing. I was super overleveled in this game. Like, I hated what they did with the experience share. And here's the thing. The experience share in this game, like, do you know the way how like the experience is divided amongst Pokemon? It's the same thing from Sun and Moon. So like, I don't get why you had to like forcibly remove the option to turn it off. Like, how's that hard? What's so hard about turning it on and off?
Bruh.
Within, like, Pokemon is not the type of, like, I know like RPGs do this where like, the experience is divided amongst your party members. Dragon Quest does this. Persona 5 does this. The Pokemon's on the same level as those two RPGs. By the story, music, the difficulty. No. And speaking about Pokemon, the Pokemon themselves, they look the same. Like, I know, like, there's the Tri-Count, like, it's off by 2. No, don't even come at me with that. The Pokemon models are just upscaled 3DS models. And this Sword and Shield honestly felt like a 3DS game that forgot, we were supposed to release on the other console, not on the Switch. The Pokemon models, I would have preferred, like, since they said they cut the Pokemon, I would have been fine if we got Pokemon models from Pokken, those type of models. Those look sick.
Okay, yeah, that would have been legit. Oh shoot.
And then
yeah.
And then each Pokemon, like, give it like one unique animation, since you're cutting 400, right? But no, only the stars got their own unique animation. Only like the legendary dogs. Oh my god, that reminds me. 2 legendary, 3. But like, you can only catch 2 legendaries a game. Really?
Oh shoot!
And
okay.
after Sun and Moon, you can catch almost all of them. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Bro, you have to
I've almost completely forgot about them legendaries.
I was like out of your mind.
I went into that game thinking, okay, I was like, you know what? I hadn't found any locations relating with these legendaries. Then you caught the trilogy.
No, they just go to you. They just go to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's only 2 legendaries you can catch. What are you guys doing with your own series? You've been making Pokemon games for 20 years, and this is the best you could have done from the transition from 3DS to Switch? Like, look at Mario, like, look at Zelda.
Okay,
Pokemon
you know what?
One of Nintendo's most stagnated series ever.
Okay, you know what? I was about to say, I was like, this is the only game where we really only had 3 legendaries, though. But actually, we might have to take a step back because you got to remember, Gen 6 is a thing. Technically, at the very beginning, all you had was Xerneas, Evitel, and Zygarde. That was it before they had the Mythicals. So I think it was technically in the same camp as Sword and Shield, to be honest, though. But I didn't think they'll ever go back and do that.
Here's the thing about X and Y.
Yeah, Mewtwo.
No, they had to redo the entire Pokédex. They had to make the models. They future-proofed them for this exact reason. Just in case like something messes up. These Pokemon models could work on anything, on like, you go on emulation, you can upscale them, make them look prettier. What was the issue to bringing them to the Switch? It was here's like the one good thing I can say about the Lexo game. It had the entire, like, all the files from Ultra Sun and Moon in those games.
Mm-hmm.
People can mod the Pokemon in it. There's even people modding the textures, which it's so crap. Like this is like PS2, like PS1 levels of textures. Like they're bad. You have people fixing your game, people that aren't professionals. And you mean to tell me a 20-year-old team of professionals couldn't do what a team of fans could do? Really? That is just embarrassing.
And sometimes I feel like we don't always have like the full entire story of kind of what's going on, though.
I bet
there might be. I'm not gonna speak like like there might be like a couple of good eggs and missed a bunch of bad rotten eggs or whatever. Though there might be I'll put a little shout out to Dow and say, there might be 2 people on Game Freak staff that probably honestly was hurt that they couldn't cram in all of these different Pokemon or whatever, though. And maybe they possibly do have the skills, though. But let's say, who knows? There might be somebody higher up on the food chain that said, you know what? Hey, because of XYZ, we just flat out ain't gonna do it. And I bet you there's probably 1 or 2 people on there that probably could have.
They can do it.
I bet they could have, but somebody in a higher up position could have made the whole entire call for the whole team. We don't know details like that.
They were more transparent. They were like more clear with us, like what exactly happened.
Yeah, and with any kind of big business, people always go with their theories and speculations, but there's no good way to know all of it unless you're actually working underneath it.
Funnily enough, they did give us excuses, but the only one that's true is that they were on a schedule.
Yeah.
Other than that, what was it? Animations where, story where, graphically, these are the best looking, but even then, I would argue like Ultra Sun and Moon look better. Let's Go looked better, honestly. What else? Competitive. You cut out Pokemon to balance the competitive nature. I get that, but then you bring them back through the expansions. You're going back on your excuses.
Well, I don't know if that's going back on his excuses more so than the matter of fact that they said, we didn't have time the first time around, but now that we do have more time to work on these actual games, hey, we have a little bit of extra pockets of time where we can squeeze a little bit more coding up in here and get this extra out. I don't know if that's a little bit of fan service or,
that'd be fine and all, but why are you charging?
And that's the other thing too, because some people are a bit upset, or some people are a little bit more understandable. The matter of fact that technically, let's say if you live by yourself, you ain't got no friends, you ain't hardly even got access to the internet, but maybe you may be that one kid on the block that happens to walk up to a McDonald's, get that free Wi-Fi, and pay that money and get that DLC expansion, or if you weren't able to do that and be that one lucky kid, and you say, you know what, you got them parents that ain't want to go nowhere. It's coronavirus season. We ain't stopping into no McDonald's to get that free Wi-Fi. That ain't even an option no more. Then, they pretty much don't have access to pretty much having any of those Pokemon. However, if you happen to get lucky and happen to have that one friend or whatever that's willing to kind of hook you up, you can get your thing upgraded to where, hey, it's able to read and accept Pokemon, but you can't go out and catch them yourself. So it's kind of a catch-22 kind of thing with it.
I don't know, this game's Gen 8 pissed me off. Like, they're just wasted potentials. And there was, for the most part, I did have fun on some parts. No, but that was just those was just like the raid battles. Other than that,
For me, it was
Yeah,
the
like,
raid battles.
I all right, go ahead. What was it?
Oh, for me, I said it was mostly the raid
I know
battles.
Sonic was trying to say something.
Oh, you're talking about Sonic. Oh, hold on. All right, hold on.
I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
mention something about those raid battles. How come, like, the main person has like a higher chance of catching the Pokemon, and there's like,
Oh yeah,
and then
the
the
raid
friends
battles.
have like what, like 10% or what was it for another person to get it?
I don't even know those
And
numbers.
then you have like the shields. Like, okay, it doesn't matter what if it's super effective or normal. You always get rid of a shield. Like, what are you? This is not how you do things. This is just bad game design.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I got these games off of a reseller because I didn't really enjoy their decision about cutting the Pokemon, nor did I want to what was it? Support them in this case. So I got it off of a reseller, and Sonic remembers this, but I sold the game back.
Yeah.
I didn't sell it back to eBay. I sold it to GameStop. I believe like after the 4th gym, because the routes were like physically giving me brain damage by how dumb they were. There was only like one route I actually liked, and that was like, I forgot what was it, but like you had to like go up and down ladders and stuff like that.
Oh, you were kind of getting
like
close to that
like the
desert
ruins, right?
area. Yeah, the desert ruin area. You were kind of getting close over that way to the.
But
no, not wrong.
Here's the thing about the ladders. Why does everything just freeze? I don't like that. That just breaks immersion for me.
It does break the immersion. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't even explain that one. I don't even know. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of flaws with Sword and Shield. Personally, I still love the games, but there was a lot of faults up in there where the point where I couldn't even stick this game up into the B tier, even if I wanted to. The best things I had with that game was honestly the competitive nature of it. And every single one of those times I did a gym leader fight or whatever.
Oh my god,
that was some of the most hype moments for me personally. I don't know. It was just something with the music for me. That's just my personal experience. Go ahead, Sanikyu.
You just reminded me about the competitive. You know the single battles? If you're gonna have it like no restrictions, why the hell would you make it a 20 time limit? And the timer never stops. It doesn't stop during animations. It never stops when it's your opponent's turn. It just keeps going down, down, down. I believe it was Shofu that like he timed someone out, and he wasn't even trying to do it. He was just playing the game as regularly. Honestly, if the timer was just like 30 minutes, it would have been fine. But like, why does it have to keep on going down? Why does it never stop?
I feel like it should stop like whenever, like, unavoidable
when it's not your
things
turn, like a chess, right?
Like, like
you
chess.
Make a move.
Yeah, like chess. Like the
you
transition,
stop
it stops, and then it resumes whenever when your opponent is actually trying to do a turn or whatever. But honestly, when it does the animations and the damage is slowly ticking down, I feel like that's stuff that the timer should be paused for.
It should stop.
And like, when you switch,
imagine playing chess.
Yeah.
With that timer, it would not work.
No.
It would be awful.
Yeah, and then when you switch out your opponents, maybe you have like a smaller timer that says, "Hey, you got like 10 seconds or something to change or whatever," though. But you don't have to put it like on the overall. That's what they did with the previous games, though. Yeah, you didn't have to do with like the overall time limit or whatever, though, until the person's choosing whatever move they want to do. So yeah, honestly, for me, I don't know. I'm not over there doing all that, plugging in the math and figuring out, okay, do I get stabbed? Okay, with this, I got my stat raised up through 2 or 3, 6 notches or whatever, though, to try to do the math and figure out, would I have enough damage to get this dude, or do I need to go ahead and burn or paralyze or whatever? I don't know. I ain't about that life, though.
Oh my god, the status effects. They also take down the timer.
Oof. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know. But that's pretty much it in terms of this tier maker list. Oh gosh, we went from ranking the gens to ranking the individual games to, gosh, like critiquing Sword and Shield so much. That could have been a whole discussion in itself. But we managed to squeeze that mess up in here though. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the tier ranking list though. But do you got anything else to say as a whole, Sanikyu or Sonic or anything else?
If if this tier list, if I was making this tier list, I would probably like put it below red and blue.
Bruh.
I know I'm too honestly I am biased, but like the moment you have to start making excuses like those, that's when I don't trust you as a gaming company. I mean, Sonic has like his share of stories about gaming companies with Platinum Games and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
Next one I just don't want to support you.
Anything else, Sonic? Or did he just
Gen
time
5 best generation.
Sorry.
Amen, brother. Amen. All right. Oh shoot. All right. So we're pretty much gonna leave it like that. And thank you all for tuning in and being able to listen to me and my two bros dishing it out. With a little assistance with Haxx kind of popping his head up in here every now and then. Kind of appreciate the little comments he had to do as well though. But yeah, it was mainly just us three though. So, any last departing words before I go ahead and
In
just finish it?
conclusion, buy Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes and Abuse of Age, Definitive Edition for your Nintendo Switch.
Bruh, I'm gonna put that somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. It might be in the description box, comment. I don't know. I'll put that as your little slogan.
And I would like to, for the viewers that actually were interested in the whole ketchup situation, I got ketchup.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. Well, he finally got him, boys. He finally got him.
What'll it be, fellas? Mustard?
Mustard or ketchup?
Bruh. You need to show up at the very end. You got anything to say, Haxx?
Let's see.
Did I shit on Sword and Shield too much?
Nah, I think it's deserved.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Like, honestly, I was actually thinking about getting the Switch Pokemon games, not counting Let's Go. Before they, like,
I would have
this was before.
I would have gotten beyond to stop you. Like
Okay.
No. Get Gen 4, get Gen 5. Those are good.
No,
Pokemon
this
games.
was before we saw like how bad Sword and Shield was.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
over
was
here
excited
thinking,
too, but
Okay, because I got into Pokemon late, like Sun Moon late.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hell, I even got fucking Ultra Sun. The fuck was I doing?
I hate
No,
you for
You
that.
just missed the prime time.
Like-
Prime time was 3 through 5. You just skipped out on all of it.
I mean, I didn't really have anything to play them on.
Well, now you do. So go back. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. I guess I'll go ahead and say this right before I go ahead and close things out, though. But I've been working on a special playthrough on one of these games that are up here on this list. I ain't gonna say exactly what it is. But anyway, I ain't gonna say what it is yet or whatever though. But you can look forward to that, and probably have some me and my bros on going ahead and commentating on it or whatever though. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of everything I got to say on this podcast series for this episode 3 though. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. So remember, y'all, until whatever video I make next, see y'all.